Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Gist with Ada. Today I'm going to be talking about things that you shouldn't ignore in your relationships before you get into marriage. Alright, so if this topic is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. Welcome back. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Ifeoma Ada Oke. This is The Gist with Ada, and I am a relationship and transformation coach. So today, like I said, I'm going to be talking about red flags, right? That is what it is. Red flags in your relationship that you shouldn't be ignoring. When women are in the marriageable age, there's this pressure to settle down. There's this pressure from family, from friends, from peers around you. It's like, when are you going to get married? Your time is going and blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, some of these women are ignoring things that they shouldn't ignore just because they want to settle down. One of the things I can tell you for free is that whatever bad behavior or red flags you see in your relationship is going to triple when you get into marriage. So today I'm going to discuss some of these red flags that shouldn't be ignored. So the very first one I'm going to talk about is disrespect. Disrespect to your person, disrespect to your job, disrespect to your personality, disrespect to your dreams and your goals. Everything about you shouldn't be disrespected. He is supposed to support you and also take you for who you are, right? Okay, now disrespect can come in different forms. For instance, you get somebody threatening you to end the relationship. Every given time you people enter into an argument, he's threatening you, look, I'm going to end the relationship, I'm going to end the relationship. That means he does not respect you. He does not take you as important. So another form of disrespect is criticizing everything that you do. Yes, we are not perfect, right? We all make mistakes. If you find out that your partner is always criticizing you for every given thing that you do, then that's a sign of disrespect. He does not respect you. Yes, he can correct you, but criticizing you, criticizing how you look, how you talk, how you walk, everything about you, that is a sign of disrespect, and you shouldn't allow that. And the third type of disrespect is putting you down. Like when you have an idea, is telling you, oh, you cannot handle it, can you handle that, are you sure? I don't think you can handle it. And when you talk to him about what is going on in your job, or you are aspiring to get a promotion at work, it's like, you do you have anything in your head? That kind of a thing. He putting you down means that he doesn't respect you in any way. And you shouldn't accept that, because it is going to triple itself when you get into marriage. So do not accept that. So my second point is little or no communication. I always say, before I go married, I always say that I cannot settle down with somebody that I don't communicate with. I cannot settle down with that person, because me, I like to gist. I'm a talkative. So if I have gist now, for instance, the first person I'm thinking about wanting to share that gist with is the person I'm going out with, is the person I'm in a relationship with. But if I can't communicate with you, why are we in a relationship? If you are in a relationship where you are the one that is always calling, texting, them, looking for conversations, bringing in gist and all that, and the guy is not reciprocating, my sister, that is a red flag, except you are comfortable with it. But the truth is, that is very, very uncomfortable. How do you get to know yourselves when you don't communicate? Communication actually brings bond between one another. Communication makes you know one another, know things about yourself. So if you don't communicate, how do you get to know things about yourself? That means there's going to be a gap in that relationship. So don't settle. Don't let anything make you settle for something like that. If you go into marriage with that kind of person, you don't even know who you are married to. You are not sure of what that person is capable of. So watch it. This is a very, very, very big red flag. So my third point is lack of trust. Lack of trust, man, that is very, very deep. Look, if there is no trust in a relationship, then that relationship is as good as nothing. That man always says, if there is no trust, then there is nothing. And I agree with him, because I remember way back when I was in university, there's this friend of mine that was dating a guy. They've dated for a very long time. And when the guy asked her to marry him, She refused. So I asked her, why would you refuse? Someone that you've been dating for close to 10 years and you refuse his engagement ring. You say you cannot settle down with him. So she explained to me the level of distrust that this guy had. It was a very pathetic situation. Whenever she leaves his house, this guy will trail her with a taxi. He won't take his own car. He will take a taxi and trail her to wherever she's going to. If she says, for instance, okay, I'm going home, and then maybe halfway into the journey, she now changes her mind and goes somewhere else, this guy will trail her to that place and then make a scene. And I thought you said you were going home. Why are you here? And all those kind of thing like that. So she felt very uncomfortable in the relationship because she doesn't even know his next move. He's always trailing her, always suspecting her every moves. If you don't trust a guy, you will keep suspecting that guy. And if the guy does not trust you, the guy will keep suspecting you. And that is going to go on even into marriage. Don't ever think that when you go into marriage, you start trusting each other because we are now married. No. It will continue. In fact, it's going to even get worse. Before you know what will happen, the guy is going to lose it at every given time because he doesn't trust your moves. And I see it as a very dangerous situation, honestly, because if somebody does not trust you, if the person keeps suspecting your move, anything can happen. The person can even harm you physically. Do you understand? So don't even settle for that. If you notice that your boyfriend does not trust you at this moment, there is no need to continue the relationship. If you don't have trust, you have nothing. It's a dead relationship, I'm telling you. So this is a red flag that should not be ignored. This, my friend I'm talking about now, is married to another person. She has 2 beautiful kids and she's enjoying her marriage. So there shouldn't be any pressure that will push you into settling for something that is not supposed to be for you. Don't settle for less. Okay? All right. So let me go to my 4th point, which is he doesn't make out time for you. Same. I am always very busy. My dear, any guy that loves you will make out time for you. He'll make out time to call. He'll make out time to see you. He'll make out time to check up on you, regardless of his busy schedule. Don't even fall for that trap. Do not fall for that trap. I'm always very busy. Busy doing what? You are busy at work. You are busy doing business. What stops you from taking out 10 minutes, 5 minutes of your time to check up on the person you claim to love? So if he doesn't make out time for you now, he will not make out time for you in marriage. Don't fall for that trap. Bad habits don't get better in marriage, except the person decides on his own to say, oh, I need to change because of this person. Not you feeling like everything is going to change. I want to get married, don't worry. She will be in the same house. He will be checking up on me now. He won't have a choice, auntie. There are some marriages now that the ladies feel like they are single inside marriage. It will not get better. It will only get worse, except he decides to change on his own. So if he's not making out time for you now, that's a big red flag. So don't settle. All right, so he has bad relationships with your family and your friends. These ones, I call them team. Everybody is bad. Everybody around you is bad. Your friend is bad. Your family is bad. Your sister is bad. Your brother is bad. Even your mom and your dad are bad. Auntie, dust your shoes and run. What he is trying to do is to cut you away from your family and friends so that he can instill control into your life, so that you'll be alone. You won't have anybody to turn to. You won't have any friends to turn to. Imagine that kind of situation. Imagine that kind of scenario. A person that feels everybody around him or her is bad is the person that is bad. That person is the one that has a problem. So do not settle for that kind of person. Do not settle for that kind of marriage. You're only going to get frustrated. You're only going to be alone. And then he's going to start controlling your every move because, of course, you don't have friends and family. Where are you going to? Who are you talking to? People that are bad? Imagine what is going to happen. Do not settle for less than you deserve. Okay? All right. So my 6th point is unforgiveness. Somebody that it is hard for him to forgive. Oh my goodness. When Jesus said in the Bible that we should forgive 70 times 7 a day, I'm sure he's trying to make us understand that forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is very, very important. Not just for the other person, but for you. For somebody that finds it hard to forgive, that person is going to be a bitter person. That person is going to be vindictive. And like I said earlier, we are not perfect. So there is no how you will not offend each other. There is no how you will not offend your boyfriend. There is no how you will not offend your husband. There is no how you will not offend your friends. There is no how you will not offend your family members. So if you're dating somebody that is finding it hard to forgive, there is a problem. Unforgiveness is a very, very bad disease. And trust me, you cannot change that person except the person decides to change for himself. So don't go into a marriage with somebody that is very unforgiving, because you're going to hurt each other. By the time you get married, you both are on each other's faces. So the level of hurt is going to be more. It's not like the person is going to be deliberately hurting you. Like, because you're not perfect, you're going to make mistakes. And this person that has an unforgiving spirit is going to be very vindictive, because for everything that you do, the person will either want to pay back or the person will use the thing against you and stuff like that. And that's a very unhealthy relationship, which is going to lead to an unhealthy marriage. And you don't need that. So don't allow any pressure whatsoever to make you ignore this kind of red flag and you say, let me just settle. When we get to marriage, it will change. It won't change. It will not change. Let him go and heal himself. Okay? Don't settle for that. So my last point for today is he is comparing you to others. Oh God. I don't even know where to start with this one. He's comparing you to others. He's comparing you to his sister. He's comparing you to his mother. He's comparing you to his best friend that is a female. He's comparing you to his ex. Like, how would you cope with this kind of person for the rest of your life? I don't know how you guys do it. This is a big red flag. Because there's nothing you can do that will satisfy this kind of person. When you do something, say, my mom can do. Don't even start it. If he starts comparing you with everybody, that means whatever you do, he's not satisfied. Tell me how he's going to be satisfied in marriage, please. Tell me how you're going to ignore this, get married to the person, and then he's going to get satisfied in marriage. It's not possible. This kind of behavior is going to repeat itself over and over again, even in marriage. So don't settle for all these kind of things. It is very unhealthy for your being. And also, make sure you're getting the best person for your children, the best father for your kids. With all these things I've listed out, are these the kind of people you want to train your children? A man that has an unforgiving spirit is only going to teach your kids how to be unforgiving as well. A man that is insecure is only going to teach your kids that nobody can be trusted around them. And the list goes on. So marriage is not all about you. It's not all about I want to settle down. It's about getting the best version of husbands and fathers for your kids. So do not settle for this. Do not settle for this kind of relationship or this kind of marriage. I'm very, very particular about marriage and relationships. So this is one topic that gets me on the edge. And I hope that with these few points of mine, you agree with me that red flags are not to be ignored. Please, if the person is not willing to change, if the person is not making efforts to change, then the relationship is as good as dead. Don't even bother. Don't go further. I beg of you. We see what is happening on social media now. So many bad examples of fathers, so many bad examples of husbands. Don't fall into that trap. You can get the best. You can get the best. All right. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn off the post notifications so that you can get videos like this. Okay? I'll see you in my next video. Like I always say, enjoy the life that you deserve. Mwah. Bye.